the first day of the hurricane season, and let's talk about some of the details here. The years since Houston has last seen a hurricane is 8. It was Ike back in 2008. The average time between hurricanes is 9 years, if you average all the hurricanes we've had over the years. And just to give you an idea, we're in a lull right now. The longest lull we've ever had in Houston is about 15 years. That happened back in the early 20th century. So we're kind of due if you look at the statistics. And this is what we're expecting for our seasonal outlook. This is courtesy of Colorado State University, going back to our weather graphics. An average season they forecast. Now keep in mind, these forecasts are usually kind of a waste of time because something different always happens, right, David?
They're forecasting an average season. Okay, so they're forecasting 12 storms, 5 hurricanes, maybe 2 majors. What does that mean for us? So if
it only takes one.
If you count them all up,
to make a bad season.
If you count up every named storm over the past 5 years, there have been almost 70 of them out there.
Yeah. And how many have hit us?
None. And there have been about 30 hurricanes. How many of them hit us over the past 5 years? None.
None.
So if you'd have told me 5 years ago we're going to have 70 storms in the Atlantic Basin over the next 5 years and none of them are going to impact you, I would say no. Surely we'll get one. And actually, technically, we did, because last year we had that tropical storm Bill. That was the first time we had a drop of rain from a tropical system since Ike in 08.
So what's your instinct? You've been in Houston since you were a kid. What's your instinct? What's your gut say?
So what you're asking is, are we due? Is this the year we actually get a hurricane? And I have, my instincts are good enough to know that I do not know if we're going to get one or not.
Right.
Statistics are nice. They can be comforting. Or disturbing, but they don't really mean much because Mother Nature is going to decide. You know, we just don't know when the next storm is going to hit. What you need to do, knowing that, is that you just got to be prepared with your supplies, evacuation route if you're on the coast.
When we were talking about this earlier, 1992, Hurricane Andrew, that was one of the slowest years in recorded history. The one hurricane that hit the U.S. was a Cat 5. It hit Miami, decimated it. I mean, it was complete destruction. So for the season, it was a slow season. For them, it was the worst they've seen in decades. That could happen anywhere, right?
Same thing in 1983, Hurricane Alicia. That was the only hurricane to hit the U.S. that year, and it hit us. Only one.
That's all you need, though.
So the stats don't mean much. But
get your hurricane preparedness guide. This will help you through it. You can pick it up at Good Neighbor Pharmacies. You can pick it up at the Museum of Natural Science as well. Centerport Energy and Shell helping us put this together. It's a great resource, especially if you're one of the million people who's new to the area in just in the past couple of years.
Well, when we've had so much development from the last major hurricane to now.
Yeah, exactly.
We could listen to you both all day long. We love the weather knowledge.
There's a lot to talk
We need a
about.
crystal ball, obviously.
And we're watching this heavy rain this evening, which I'm concerned about.
And of course, we want folks to be ready this hurricane season, so you can check out our Hurricane Central by going to KHOU.com. Clicking on the big weather tab there, you can track storms and find out everything you need to know if a storm happens to head our way.
Thanks, guys.
All right,
Appreciate the
guys.
info.
Thanks.
Okay.